I was lucky enough to be able to attend the Vampire Academy premiere in Los Angeles. What? What even? So Natasha asked me if I wanted to come to LA and help her do press for the Vampire Academy premiere. I find a really great priced flight, round trip. We hadn't heard back from our PR guy who sets us up with press passes for the premiere, but it was such a great price, I got a ticket. It comes to the day that I'm flying to LA. Still haven't heard from the PR guy, so things aren't looking too hot for us covering the premiere. There was a Grove event that's open to everyone on Monday, so at least we could go to that. In time for the meet and greet, we kind of position ourselves right in front of the table so we can take nice pictures and get some nice footage. Cue footage and pictures! Whatever. We're kind of just chilling about 15 feet from the table. About half an hour in, the dude who plays Christian is like,
oh, wait, you made some YouTube videos.
And Zoe is like, is that why he looks so familiar? That was cool / surreal that humans in the movie had seen my videos about it. About an hour after I arrive in LA, we get invited to the VA music party. So we headed over to the music party. Wandering. We pass by this man. He looks at me and he goes, "You do those vlogs. I love your videos." And then he introduces himself, and he's the producer of the film Vampire Academy. We took a selfie together. It was sufficiently cool. So at one point near the bar, we kind of got a little separated. There's a big crowd in this area, and I can't really move. I'm kind of smushed right near where this little photo shoot is going on with Danila and Dom and Lissa. They're taking a picture together, and I'm kind of like, I don't know where to go. Oops. You're welcome, Cass. A token of my awkwardness. This man starts talking to me, and I ask him if he worked on the movie. He says no, he didn't, but he's really good friends with the writer. And I'm like, oh, so Dan Waters then. That's pretty cool. And then before you know it, he's introducing Natasha and I to Dan Waters, the writer of the film, the guy who wrote Heathers, brother of Mark Waters, the guy who directed the film. And Mean Girls. So we talked with them for a while about the films. Very cool. Very cool. And then toward the end of the conversation, Natasha and I we don't have tickets to the premiere. And so we're like, Dan Waters, we don't have tickets to the premiere. We thought we were gonna get to cover it. Is there any way that you could possibly get us in there so we can see the movie? This guy's going to try his best you know? And next morning, wake up with invitations to the premiere in our emails. So that morning, we get all ready for the premiere. We're not covering his press because we never heard from our press guy. But we're gonna get to go. So that's awesome. Exciting stuff. We're getting ready. We're moving slow because we don't have to be there early now because we're not doing press. 3 o'clock rolls around. The premiere starts at 7:30. We get an email from the press guy, and we're good to go cover the red carpet as press. What? We don't have questions. We weren't going to bring our equipment. We throw ourselves together, jump in the car to get there in time for press check-in, and we made it! Done this red carpet press coverage thing before, and I'm nervous that I'm gonna forget all questions. We're kind of toward the end of the carpet, and it's kind of just all in the timing and luck as to who you get to interview.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Yeah, hi. I'm Kristen.
Hey, did I help you out or what?
Yes, you did.
What?
Thank
Okay,
you.
it's a long story.
Have you read all the books before you wrote the film?
Yeah, I had to read all. I had to read all 6 books before they would even take a meeting with me, which I thought was ridiculous. But it was good. You know, it's good to get immersed in that world.
Have you read Bloodlines? I have to confess I haven't read Bloodlines yet.
I'm not doing.
I've read all 6 of the Vampire Academy
You
books.
should take a break after Vampire Academy when you go to
I need to sit with Rose Hathaway for now, and then we'll see where it takes us.
So, if this movie is successful, are you both prepared to take on the next film?
Yeah. Danny's actually working on the screenplay for Frostbite already, and God willing, we have a successful weekends. We'll start prepping it right away.
I got some good Adrian lines already.
They're ready to do Frostbite if Vampire Academy does well enough this weekend. We asked them about Adrian, if they had anybody in mind.
Do you have an idea of who you'd want to cast? Nothing at all.
No, it's fun because we didn't really, who knew Dominic Sherwood was probably a young boy dancing through the fields in England, and we had no idea who he was, and he ended up being like a perfect Christian. So we'll find him.
I'm just picturing Christian O'Zara prancing across a field of wheat in the UK. So I'm trying to hold and work with the GoPro. I can't also hold my iPad with my question notes. So I just got my Vampire Academy questions swimming in my brain, I'm ready. We're just waiting to get another person to interview because they have to stop. They stop all the time at the other press people. So it takes a while for them to get down the carpet. Then we see Holland, who plays Lydia from Teen Wolf. Just comes strolling down the red carpet and no one's really stopping her. Natasha! She goes, Holland! And Holland waves and then starts coming over. I don't have questions for Holland. What do I say to Holland? I don't have questions. I'm not ready to speak to Holland!
Holland!
I'm trying to search for a question, and they're all Vampire Academy related. And my brain keeps going, no, next question. I let myself get stuck. And all the shame! I asked her if she knew what it was about.
So, are you a fan of Vampire Academy, or just here for? Yeah, oh, very cool.
Do you know what it's about?
Oh, Christine!
Do you know what it's about? Know what it's about?
Do you know what it's about?
In my brain, I'm just like,
Help, I'm drowning. I'm drowning. Please don't stop. Oh my god.
Natasha finally said something about Teen Wolf. And in my brain, I'm like,
Are we allowed to speak about Teen Wolf?
she saved it. But I'm still down here, like, oh, Christine.
Do you know what it's about?
After that, we got to interview Lucy, which was good, took my mind off things, and we kind of did a group interview where us and the 2 press outlets next to us also shot questions at her, so it was good. It took some of the pressure off, because if I didn't have an immediate question, then they would shoot in a question. The woman next to me was coming up with the best questions.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What did you expect from tonight?
How do you answer that question? Oh, great things! This is gonna be my lucky break!
I'm hoping for tons of fame.
To enjoy it. I'm really excited to share it, and yeah.
We wanted to ask Lucy if she'd want to bond to someone in real life, and if she could bond with any celebrity for a day, who would she pick? So comes time for me to spit this out.
If you could bond with someone in real life, do you think you'd want to, or do you think it'd be too much of a hassle? And who would you pick?
Great thing. I have thought about that.
Okay.
I think one of the great things about it is that, especially with Lisa and Rose, Lisa never has to tell Rose how she's feeling. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
you know already. So it kind of takes the pressure off. So yeah, why not?
And then there's a second. I could throw in that little celebrity add-on thing for an interesting, cool, fun answer. And it comes out like this.
Like, who would you pick?
Oh, that's in... Okay.
I don't know, like my sister.
Yeah,
or-
someone close to you.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, Lucy would want spirit as her element.
Which heroic ability would you want in real life?
The power of spirit.
I don't know if I'd pick spirit user. You're gonna go insane and have mental issues. I think I'd go with fire. I'd still go with fire. While we were talking to Lissa, Dom, who plays Christian, was in the area. And he came over, we got to interview Dom. So in the car on the way over, we were formulating this question. Natasha throws this out.
Who would win in the Hunger Games arena? Christian, Harry Potter, or Edward Cullen?
Christian.
Duh.
Like, really?
And of course, Dom is like, oh, Christian, hands down. Christian would win that, obviously. I'm so tempted to be like, oh, actually, no, he wouldn't. Edward is all powerful. You can't deny that he could snap their necks before Harry could utter a bah. Don't get me wrong, Christian is fantastic, but you wouldn't win. I'm sorry.
So use the fire magic.
I would pick fire. Yeah, I would pick fire. It's because I got to play with it on set as well, and it's really good. They toyed with an idea for a little while of actually setting me on fire, and then they noticed that I'm pretty clumsy and I'm always touching my hair, and they were like, nah, we're not. Yeah, we'll end up killing him.
I had a few questions planned about Christian, but the one that came out was like the most complicated one. Like, so was it hard for you? Tap into that dark humor that Christian has. Is that your sense of humor? Blah, blah, blah. So he goes into answering this, and I'm trying to listen because that's the first rule of interviewing. You have to listen to be able to respond right? He starts talking.
The sarcasm, I think I'm British. I've got a little bit of that going on.
And then he starts talking super fast about Christian's backstory, I think.
But the kind of the substantial darkness in him that obviously came from his parents turning themselves to
I
God.
was just sitting there like kind of mortified, like, oh my god, I can't understand what he's saying. What say next? I'm sorry, your British is too thick.
But the kind of the substantial darkness in him that obviously came from his parents turning themselves to boy and attacking him.
Nod and smile. And then Don went in and the movie was about to start. That was it. Everyone was off the red carpet. I didn't even realize while we had been interviewing him, everyone was, shooed out to get into the theater. We're swirling around like crazy people trying to pack up and break down our equipment. And on the way, this young girl tried to stop us to get a picture. And I was just so confused. And I'm so sorry if you're watching this. We hadn't eaten. We were going to be late for the film. I was just like, oh my God, we have to get in there. And this young girl was like, oh, wait, can I get a picture? And she just takes this really quick selfie. I don't even know if I was smiling. I just like, and then we went to sit down. But thank you for coming up and saying hi, and I'm sorry I barely spoke at all. I didn't mean to do that. And then we sat down, and I stuffed my face with popcorn whilst watching the film at the worldwide premiere in LA. I'm so thankful that I got to go and experience this. Thank you so much, Dan, for getting us the premiere tickets, and thanks Natasha for inviting me to stay with you. It was crazy, and I had so much fun. So now what is left to discuss but the film? Vampire Academy, the movie. That's gonna be a separate video. Thanks for watching. I'm Christine. I'll talk to you next time. Bye! If you have yet to see the movie, go see it so we can talk about it. And so hopefully there'll be a second movie because these books are phenomenal and I don't want them to die at movie 1. I don't. Because we all know book 1 is the worst of the books, okay? Let's be honest. It is. They get a million times better as we go on. We want the next one.